I've had a few requests to make an updated video on my server cabinet, so let's take a look. There's several things going on here actually. I'll start at the bottom. We have a pair of APC Smart UPS 1250s. I got these out of the trash and replaced the batteries in them a few years ago. The one on the left has a nice new set of batteries from a place right in Texas. And I think I only paid about 50 bucks or so for a new set of batteries. This one, the batteries are a little bit older. You can see they're starting to lose capacity. But those are foreign batteries. I'm hoping to get those changed out pretty soon to some of the ones from Texas like this one has. But these are fantastic units. I've never had a problem with these. I keep my server rack running for about 45 minutes in a power outage. Next up here is my home theater receiver. It's a Sony STR-DE545. I think I got this around 2000 or so. And it was one of the earliest ones I made with a DTS decoder. And it's a great little receiver. And this little thing here on the front is a transmitter for my remote extender module. I'll explain that in a second. The next machine here you've probably seen in my earlier uploads. This is my main file server. It has 16 IDE hard drives in it, ranging from 160 to 320 gigabytes apiece. I think it's got about 3.2 terabytes in it altogether. It uses a pair of dual-core Xeon 2.4 gigahertz CPUs and 2 gigs of RAM, and a pair of 3-ware 7506-8 IDE RAID cards. This machine here is not currently powered up. This is my home theater computer. Basically just has Windows Vista with Media Center on it, 2 gigs of RAM, and a Athlon 64 dual-core 5600 plus. And let's see, this machine here is my DVR for my security cameras. This has a Pentium D950, which I believe is a 3.4 gigahertz dual core. Also has 2 gigabytes of RAM. And it has a Super Micro motherboard in it. I forget the model. But I think this one down here is an Intel, or I'm sorry, the file server is an Intel board in there. This little machine up here is one of my favorites actually, and one of my oldest servers. It's a Compaq ProLiant DL360, first generation. You can see the hard drives are only 9.1 gigabytes, but these are running dual redundant, so if one fails, the system can keep running. This is basically a router on steroids the way I'm using it. It's running ClearOS 5.1 Enterprise Edition. Basically anything you can do with a router you can do better with this. It's also my VPN server, my DHCP server, firewall, and a few other things. And this system's been running for many years without any maintenance other than a basic cleaning once in a while. Right here is just a little D-Link wireless access point and a Motorola Surfboard SB5120. This little module here is my infrared remote control extender module that allows me to control the home theater computer and the receiver from another room. Up here is a 16-port Netgear Enterprise switch. One of the higher end gigabit switches they had out at the time. I think I paid close to 300 bucks for it when I bought it. It's been a great unit so far. Take a look around the side here. You can see just how deep the case for the file server is. It sticks out the back of the rack. Down here behind my receiver is the remote receiver for the Windows Media Center remote, and you can see the extender, the transmitter module stuck in the front of that too. The back is quite a mess. I haven't gotten my organizing rails to hold the cables out of the way yet. I'm currently working on that. Basically going to have a couple of bars that run down the back of the rack to tie the wires up to keep them out of the way. Another thing I'm working on is I'm going to have an LCD monitor mounted up on the wall here and a KVM switch to control these whenever I do need to work on them locally. But I haven't really needed to yet, since everything is done through my desktop computer through the web browser. And one last thing on this rack. To get AC power into the rack, I just used a dual outlet box with a pair of duplex outlets, and I cut the end off of a 12 gauge extension cord, you know, maybe a 15-footer, and ran that into that box and hooked up to those outlets. So I got a nice heavy duty extension cord basically that is far more sturdier than a normal extension cord, and gives me my main power input for the whole cabinet. And then the UPSs take care of the rest. Back of the file server there, you can see the 2+1 redundant power supply module. Putting out some heat, I can tell you that. Other than that, it just looks like the back of a bunch of computers. Down there you can see the cabling that leads into the home theater. Some of this is still kind of a temporary setup until I get the wires tied up better. Any other questions, feel free to put comments on the video and whatnot. I can talk about the software a little bit maybe. The file server is running Maslite 2.61, I think. It's a really great little server OS. It doesn't take up much space. I think it fits on a 16 megabyte flash drive, and it's really fast. I think I pull an average of 45 to 70 megabytes a second file transfers on that system. But there you go. That's pretty much it for my server cabinet. I just got to get some filler panels and tie up some wires, and it's all set.